All right, so we're picking up Act 2, Scene 1. Banquo, Macbeth's friend, enters with Fleance, and that's his son. And Fleance lights the way with a torch. How's the night going, boy? The moon is set. The clock hasn't struck yet. The moon sets at 12, right? I think it's later than that, sir. Here, take my sword. The heavens are being stingy with their light. Take this, too. I'm tired and feeling heavy, but I can't sleep. Merciful powers, keep away the nightmares that plague me when I rest. Macbeth enters with a servant who carries a torch. Give me my sword. Who's there? Macbeth says, A friend. You're not asleep yet, sir? The king's in bed. He's been in an unusually good mood and has granted many gifts to your household and servants. This diamond is a present from him to your wife for her boundless hospitality. And he hands Macbeth a diamond. Because we were unprepared for the king's visit, we weren't able to entertain him as well as we would have wanted to. Everything's okay. I had a dream last night about the three witches. At least part of what they said about you was true. I don't think about them now. But when we have an hour to spare, we can talk more about it if you're willing. Whenever you like. If you stick with me, when the time comes, there will be something in it for you. I'll do whatever you say as long as I can do it with a clear conscience. So this is really important right here. Banquo, he's willing to follow Macbeth's lead, but he's not going to do anything that's going to cost him his character, his conscience. He doesn't want to do anything wrong. Macbeth says, Rest easy in the meantime. Thank you, sir, you do the same. And Banquo and his son Fleance leave. Macbeth speaks to the servant. Go and tell your mistress to strike the bell when my drink is ready. Get yourself to bed. And the servant leaves. Now Macbeth is alone and he's talking to himself, and this is a very famous scene right here. Is this a dagger I see in front of me? With its handle pointing toward my hand? Come, let me hold you. I don't have you, but I can still see you. Fateful apparition, isn't it possible to touch you as well as see you? Or are you nothing more than a dagger created by the mind? A hallucination from my fevered brain? I can still see you, and you look as real as the other dagger that I'm pulling out now, and he draws a dagger. You're leading me toward the place I was going already, and I was planning to use a weapon just like you. My eyesight must either be the one sense that's not working, or else it's the only one that's working right. I can still see you, and I see blood splotches on your blade and handle that weren't there before. There's no dagger here. It's the murder I'm about to do that's making me think I see one. Now half the world is asleep and being deceived by evil nightmares. Witches are offering sacrifices to their goddess Hecate. Old man Murder, having been roused by the howls of his wolf, walks silently to his destination, moving like Tarquin as quiet as a ghost. Hard ground. Don't listen to the direction of my steps. I don't want you to echo back where I am and break the terrible stillness of this moment, a silence that is so appropriate for what I'm about to do. While I stay here talking, Duncan lives. The more I talk, the more my courage cools. So as he's about to walk to Duncan's room to kill him, he envisions a bloody dagger in front of him. So he's starting to actually hallucinate and see things that aren't there. Ding dong, ding dong. Good sound effects, right? I'm going now. The murder is as good as done. The bell is telling me to do it. Don't listen to the bell, Duncan, because it summons you either to heaven or hell. And Macbeth exits. And this is kind of where we assume that Macbeth kills Duncan. They don't actually show us the murder in the play, on the stage. It happens off of the scene. Lady Macbeth enters. And we will pick up with Lady Macbeth's scene in just a minute. So we're picking up on Act 2, Scene 2.